Welcome to the Thursday, December 18th version of the Morning Update, brought to you by GraniteGrok.com and the sounds of somebody making breakfast in my kitchen. Today we are talking about the evolution, dare I say transition, of the word Islamophobia into something else. Apparently, people aren't really reacting appropriately when accused of Islamophobia, and a handful of elites in the United Kingdom have decided that they are going to set the new standard by which the rest of the world will likely follow by giving it a new one. The problem, of course, is that Western nations, people, are starting to speak up about the problems Islam brings. This is from townhall.com, because it's an ideology wholly incompatible with Western values. In Paris, Christmas and New Year's celebrations were canceled thanks to threats. German Christmas markets have been closed, and authorities recently arrested 5 Islamists who were going to target another Christmas market. And on Sunday, Islamists inspired by ISIS opened fire on a Hanukkah celebration in Bondi Beach, Sydney, killing at least 15 and injuring 40 more, including children and Holocaust survivors. When the average citizen dared speak out about radical Islam, politicians accused them of Islamophobia, because these Poles believe racism is a worse offense than shooting Jews or plowing cars into Christmas revelers. But people aren't reacting to accusations of Islamophobia with capitulation and apologies anymore. So a new euphemism is being rolled out: anti-Muslim hostility. When I first read that, I was like, are they anti-Muslim hostility? Or are they anti-Muslim? I was a little confused. So anyway, I went digging, and there is an actual definition. The draft definition is: anti-Muslim hostility is engaging in or encouraging criminal acts, including acts of violence, vandalism of property, and harassment and intimidation, whether physical, verbal, written, or electronically communicated, which is directed at Muslims or those perceived to be Muslim because of their religion, ethnicity, or appearance. It is also the prejudicial stereotyping and radicalization of Muslims as part of a collective group with set characteristics to stir up hatred against them, irrespective of their actual opinions, beliefs, or actions as individuals. It is engaging in prohibited discrimination where the relevant conduct, including the creation or use of practices and biases with institutions, is intended to disadvantage Muslims in public and economic life. A few thoughts. First of all, they're already protected under existing law in the UK and here in the US. My other thought was that if you take the word Muslim and you replace it with the word Jew or Jewish or Christian, what does that sound like? It sounds like, where is that definition? Where's the draft definition of anti-Christian hostility? Well, there isn't one. I looked. And the reason why is because most of it is perpetrated by the government that just created the definition for anti-Muslim hostility. I'll close with this. Somebody sent me a clip of a guy who was a sniper. He has some advice for what you should do if you decide there's a problem and you are experiencing anti-Muslim hostility because somebody is shooting at you.
The first mistake people make during a mass shooting event is they run directly away from the shooter. Watch this video. If you run directly away or towards the shooter, you make for an easy target. As you can see, the silhouette of this person does not move when he's running away or towards. This is an easy shot. Now, contrast it to this video. Now that person is running perpendicular. Look how hard it would be to tag this person doing a full sprint perpendicular to a shooter. Even me, as a trained sniper, this shot would be incredibly hard to make. The second mistake people make during a mass shooting event is before the shooting even happens, they do not make a plan with their family. You and your family need to know where the exits are and where the hard cover is. Literally tell your family, hey, if shit goes down, there's the exit and there's some hard cover. Exits are obvious, right? But hard cover qualifies things like concrete, like a concrete pillar, the front of a car where the engine is, not the back of a car. And the most underrated one, and my favorite, is dips and elevation changes in the earth. It only takes a 12-inch elevation change to save your life. Basically, hard cover is anything that a bullet cannot penetrate. You veterans and LEOs that follow me, leave a comment if I missed any. And finally, the third mistake that people make during a mass shooting is they do not take loud noises seriously. They usually wait for somebody else to act. I'll show you. Yesterday, I was doing my angel tree shopping, and this is a video of me walking to the exit during a fire alarm. I want you to notice that everybody else is either standing around or they're walking away from the exit. That's what'll get you smoked. Don't worry about looking stupid, all right? We live in fucked up times.
So there you go. If you're feeling anti-Muslim hostile because somebody is tossing rounds down range at you and they just happen to look like a Muslim and they may be shooting at you because you're a Jew or a Christian or something else and not a Muslim, now you've got some skills. All right, that's it. We'll talk to you tomorrow.